Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Driven Wild. Today we are talking about gig workers fear deactivation from platforms. This is actually part 4 of a multi-part series of this huge Market Watch article about scams that are being done in the gig economy. And now they're actually touching on deactivation. So I'm really interested to see what Market Watch has to say about it. I think we all know that deactivations from any of these platforms can be absolutely devastating, especially if you were depending on that income to make ends meet. So with that said, let's get started. Elena Cristina Mendez, a shopper for Instacart in the Twin Cities area of Minnesota, said she recently fell for a scam by someone who impersonated Instacart support. To be clear, any of these people who are pretending to be support, that's across every platform. It's not one platform that this is happening. It's Doordash, it's UberEats, it's Grubhub, it's Instacart, it's all of them. She was juggling 2 different orders known among Instacart orders as a double batch. At the same time, Menz received a call from a man who told her that there was a security issue with one of her customers and asked her to log off her account, then uninstall, then reinstall her app. When she logged back on, her account had been empty. Now you see, that's weird. I feel like there's something that happened before that, and they're just not talking about it. You logged off your account, then uninstalled, then reinstalled the app. I don't think that would actually get your account emptied. That doesn't make sense. But that being said, also, I don't accept double batches under any circumstances. I'm very particular about the batches I accept on Instacart. I'm the queen of watching for scams. I don't know how I fell for this, Menz said. They catch you in the process when you're just trying to get things done quickly. Yeah, I feel like when I am working, I'm in the zone. Like, I don't need any external interruptions. I can understand if someone gets caught off guard by a support agent while they're just trying to do their work. Menz said she didn't try to get her money back because there was less than $25 in her account at the time. She was more worried about her shopper rating because having those 2 canceled orders counted against her. That stinks. So not only did she get scammed out of money, she got docked for ratings. That's a major burn. These gig jobs with the ratings, they're very bad, Menz said. But with 6 kids and a husband who wasn't working due to a medical issue, plus a struggling cleaning business that had been decimated by the pandemic, she needed a source of income and was worried about getting fired. Deactivation from any of these platforms can be absolutely devastating, like I said. Like, you get one bad rating from a mouthy customer that has to be right instead of good. It's a major issue. According to an Instacart spokeswoman, if shoppers can prove they were deactivated for reasons beyond their control, their appeals will be approved and they will be reinstated. That's a lie. They don't get reinstated unless there's a lot of noise on the subject, and if you get the right person, which is like 1 person out of the thousands of people there. And even that is a long shot in itself. These spokespeople are just spewing a bunch of garbage. The fear of deactivation was a common thread among delivery workers contacted by Market Watch. Yeah, it doesn't matter which company you're talking about. Getting kicked off a platform is just painful. A DoorDash delivery worker in San Francisco who asked only to be identified as Dante said he was scammed out of about $400 by someone he thought was a company support representative. Ouch, $400 lost. Again, this is a common issue. You guys got to protect yourselves from these people. With DoorDash, there's always a looming threat of deactivation, he said. When it's your main source of income, you feel this pressure. That is so true, and it's especially true the longer you're involved with DoorDash. The rideshare professor put it really well. The longer you're on these platforms, the more of a liability you are because you're getting that much better at finding the best orders, and now you're making more money than they're wanting to pay, even though they aren't even the reason you're making money, it's the customers. He said the scammer was well-spoken and sounded highly irritated. It sounded like I was in trouble. Dante followed a link the scammer provided to what looked like an official DoorDash website, he said, which followed the scammer scammer to steal his login credentials. Man, some of these scammers are putting in a lot of work. They're making DoorDash websites and using them to scam people now. Like, how much money are these scammers stealing from people to where they can upgrade like that? Like, damn. When he contacted DoorDash support to report that the money was missing from his account, he did not tell the company. He surrendered his personal information to the scammer. He said he then got his money back surprisingly quickly within a couple days, but DoorDash told him it would only happen that one time. Ah, that was smart. He got scammed out of the money, but somehow ended up getting all that back within a couple days because he didn't tell people about his personal information getting stolen. If you get scammed and your account balance is off, then you can actually go back to DoorDash about it. I am sure that DoorDash would not do that on a regular basis. And yeah, I guess that is surprising. I feel like there's more than what he said. I really want to know what this guy said to DoorDash. A DoorDash spokesperson said, Dashers are ultimately responsible for protecting their personal information, and we may not provide multiple payments if it is determined a Dasher has contributed to any loss or fraud. So that's actually really good to know. But to be honest with you, getting the money back surprisingly quickly is actually impressive in its own right because DoorDash never takes responsibility for their actions. 2 delivery drivers for Uber Eats who have yet to recover earnings that they claim were stolen as part of a phishing scam recently posted about their experiences on Reddit, but did not want to share more details with MarketWatch. One said he was afraid of retaliation, such as getting deactivated. Another wrote back that all he wanted to say was tell Uber to fix their support team. They're absolutely useless. I do want to make one correction to that. All support teams are absolutely useless on any gig platform. This is my opinion. It's worth what you pay for it. None of you pay me. There you go. One of the things I do want to say about deactivation, as someone who's been on the wrong end of it, if these companies want to get rid of you, they're just going to. Okay? If they don't have a reason, they're just gonna say it's a violation and they're just not gonna tell you what that reason is. It's probably because of some financial thing or just an overall glitch in the system where they just purge all the veteran drivers or any driver that's costing them more money than it's actually making them. And they're just gonna make it an issue for you. However, I still don't think you should tell these companies if you get scammed. They just said it themselves. They're not gonna help us in the event that we get scammed. These companies don't have the integrity and character to make sure that, number one, we have a secure platform to actually make money on or a secure place to keep our money. In part two, somebody ended up losing money through a Dasher Direct card that they didn't even have. And whether or not these actually are support agents or they're impersonating support agents is irrelevant. At the end of the day, they do not care about you. They never have, and they never will. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. As always, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace!